Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to start with the first recipe of this week's meal prep series, which is the week of just a simple menu. After your sausage is grilled, start by getting some oil in the pan. You shouldn't need too much. And you want them high to medium heat. You do want to get these just a little bit browned. Get the onion cleaned off, and I decided to just do, I guess would be lengthwise slices. So we're going to peel it, and then we'll cut it in half, and then you take the halves, lay them flat, and cut them from top to bottom. And then that way they're a good size to eat. You don't have to worry about it being too big. And the same with the peppers. Just cut into pieces, then slice. And get those in the pan. Get the onions in first. Turn it down just a touch. Get those in there and give it a stir. And depending on how you like your peppers and onions, some people prefer them softer. I like a little bit of crunch left in mine. I like the texture that it adds to the dish. So I'm not going to cook them until they're soft. And there's not quite enough onion, so for my preference, I've decided to add just a bit more. Start getting our basil stacked up and ready to go. Get the peppers in there. Salt and pepper at this point. Give it a good stir. And we're going to get the basil chopped up. Doesn't have to be super small. And just always keep an eye on your peppers and onions. Make sure that they're not cooking too fast. And then we'll get the sausage in there and the basil. And give it a good stir. And it did look a little dry to me, so I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil in there. Turkey sausage does not have as much fat as regular sausage, so you want it to have a nice, smooth texture to it. You don't want it dry at all, so the olive oil will help with that. And then once we get that in there, and just for a few minutes, you want the flavors to start to mingle together. And then once it's done, you can enjoy it however you'd like. You can have it with the rest of the dishes for this week's meal prep series. You can put it on a roll if you want with some Parmesan cheese, or you can put it in a wrap with some lettuce. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I hope you give it a try. For more details and a copy of the recipe, check me out on Patreon at Braisingly Beau.